Welcome to day number 6. I don't have a rhyme today. I'm just grateful to be here. Here we go. Welcome everyone, Tristan and
Sabrina. Yes, this is bonus day number 6 of the Energy Detox and Reboot event.
That's
We have
right.
a very, very full day planned for you. You want to make sure, if you don't already have pen and paper, go and grab pen and paper. Of course, make sure you have water. We sent you an email with the link of a form to print out. And if you don't have a printer and you didn't do it, don't worry. As long as you have pen and paper, you'll be okay. Because today we're going to do the energy score. This is very, very personalized. We're going to figure out where you in particular are leaking life force and what you can do about it. You're also going to make a hot, tingling chi ball between your hands and figure out how to use it to heal yourself or a pet.
You're my pet. I could heal you. She likes the chi. Welcome. Hello, dear friends. We see you off on our other screen, coming in on YouTube and Facebook. We've gotten to know some of you. You're brand new friends in our Life Force School. Yes, that's true. The doors to the Life Force Dojo, our studio, are officially open. And so many of you started with your first class last night. So welcome to the Life Force School.
Yeah, and you know what else is true?
What's true?
That the replays from day 1, 2, 3, and 4 are already at the editor being professionally edited and turned into a beautiful program. We will add day 5 and day 6 will be added to this full program, Energy Detox and Reboot event, January 2025. A lot of you who joined the dojo are saying, well, where is it when I log into my membership portal? Well, as soon as they're finishing editing it, which we will probably be in about a week, we'll send you an email and you'll have the full program there. But there's so much already available to dive into in the dojo. Now you get forever access to all 6 days, regardless of whether you joined as a grasshopper monthly, $97 a month, or if you joined all in as a 1-pay or a 3-pay. Everyone gets forever access to all 6 days for joining us in the Life Force Dojo. And then that leads to one of the questions on our list that a couple people wrote in. They said, what's this dojo? What are you saying? What is a dojo?
It's a martial art word. It's a Japanese word, and it means place of transformation. So a dojo is a place that a martial artist would go to learn from their sensei, and you leave your shoes and your ego at the door, and you bow and you enter in and you do all your life force work, or whatever that particular dojo offers. So we have a school where we offer energy arts, energy fitness, qigong, meditation, joint mobility, all the things you've been sampling all week long at the Energy Detox and Reboot event. And we have curriculum. So there's a new semester starting in just a few days. And so our students go through this beautiful journey of self-transformation in the dojo.
Right. So there's 4 classes a month. Another question is, do I have to pick one? No, with the special offer during this event, you can come to all 4 classes if you want. You can come to the energy fitness, the sculpting class, the trifecta, the meditation, the fascia, the qigong, whatever you want. And you can watch the replays as much as you want. And there's 3 months of replays available at any time. No, you do not need a DVD player or CD player. We host everything. You don't have to download anything. It's all inside
Push a couple
of
buttons,
our portal.
log in. There we are, just like this.
And the special offer was extended. Since we extended the 5-day event to 6 days, we added a few more days that you can still join us in the dojo.
One thing I will say, just while we're here, is energy is everything. When you have this life force flowing to you and through you, and we teach you how to tap into it, how to cultivate it, it brings not only physical health and vitality, but it brings a lot of joy and playfulness and creativity. And that's what we're tapping into. And people who are reflecting back, you guys are fun, you're smiling, you're light, you're, youthful in our 50s and 60s. It is by connecting to this energy. We have such a beautiful method to teach you step by step, layering the learning piece by piece. No one ever left behind, and no one really ever gets ahead in that you're just present to where you are right now, and we bring the training to you in a way that it works for someone brand new or someone at an advanced level. It's called layered learning.
I'm going to just run through these questions. I joined as a grasshopper, but now that you added a 3-pay, can I upgrade? Yeah, you get 2 free months when you go all in.
Yep.
Plus the bonuses. So just send us an email and Nicole will take care of you.
Can we talk about that bonus, the energy,
Alive and Thrive?
That, and I know you mentioned it briefly.
Talk about Alive and Thrive first.
I want to talk about this one before I forget.
Okay.
So we're talking about a program. It's the all-in one pay. And you did discuss it already?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. So you want me to do Alive and Thrive first?
Uh-huh.
Okay, fine. She's the boss. I will listen to the boss lady. Alive and Thrive is a 3-day event that we're offering to anyone who does the all-in, means that you're making that commitment.
1 pay or 3 pay.
To join us for the year. That 1 year commitment, think about how many years it's taken to cultivate the body and the health that we have. And if we're not fully in love and feeling like vibrant, there's a little bit of unwinding that needs to happen. But we can do it very quickly. And when you make that commitment to yourself, believe it or not, 12 months goes by pretty fast. But so much can happen. So Alive and Thrive is a free ticket when you make that commitment to yourself. We want to honor and reward you and incentivize you to say yes to you and give you a deep dive immersion training with us for 3 days, not only on the movements and the chi and the activation, but on the mindset part, the consistency and the motivation levels through changing your identity so you become someone that this is what I do.
And it's on Zoom. So if you want to be on camera so we can see you and help you even more, that is available. There are limited time replays to that. So that's one of the all-in bonuses. The 2 free months we talked about. The $250 cash voucher to be used towards any certification in 2025. And then...
And now, the thing I was talking about.
The 1 pay bonus. Take it away, Bob.
It is called Good Morning, Good Evening Qigong. And thanks for playing along while we share all these things with you, because we get so many questions, so we're taking the time right now. This message from your sponsor, Satori Support, is this beautiful program that we made with a dear friend. He's in his 80s, Peter Ragnar. He's a high-level Qigong expert, and we collaborated with him to make this training that's just in the morning and the evening what you can do. We're going to gift that to you. And if you already own it, guess what? You have 2 other options. You can either gift your version, your digital version, to a friend or a family member.
People pay $297 for this program.
And there are people that are still sending us emails 8 years later, like, I do this every day, I love it. The other option is if you are a member in our school and you would like to swap it out for something else, we have other programs and we'll help you decide what that would look like.
Yeah, like Happy Healthy Back, the Art of Mushin, or the Flow Form Qigong.
Yes.
And I think that's just about it. Just so if you have joined the dojo, we have 2 surprises we wanted to tell you about today. Do you remember what they are? The 2 workshops?
Oh, these are so super cool. So when you join the dojo, starting very soon, the first workshop is going to be about, we call it the orbit, but it's the mystical orbit. And it's how to take your life force energy and send it into the unified field, this quantum field, so that you can draw back into your life the things that you love, using the power of energy to create and manifest. So that's going to be a deep dive workshop. We used to try to pack it in this kind of stay six. It's too long for that. So deep dive. And then the other one that you wanted me to talk about is people who want to fall asleep and use Qigong to help them sleep is Sleep Gong. We'll talk more about that in the future, but that is going to be included as well. Yep. And can I just do a quick recap for people who are just getting here right now?
Of course.
Okay, so today, it's real training today. We're pretty much done with sharing those things with you about how the dojo opportunity works. We are going to do an energy activation to get started that's going to help, bring some of the things that we've already been doing. That then enables us to build energy between our hands. We call it the hot tingling chi ball. And you may wonder, why do I care about a chi ball? What do I do with it? Well, you can use it for self-healing. And that may be a specific area in your body that needs some extra energy to speed up and expedite the healing. But it also, your chi ball can be used to push energy inside your body, into your bones, your organs for deeper healing, and also your energy centers, which are like 3 energy brains that want to be in alignment, coherently connected, and also healing, because we have issues get trapped in tissues. Our heart centers get shut, our belly, our digestion gets affected. We hold on to negative emotions, shame and guilt, and all these worry and anxiety energies that get stuck in the brain. We help to use the chi ball to clear those. So we're going to teach you how to start doing that. And the last thing is the energy score that Sabrina touched upon a moment ago. And this is taking the entire map right here and giving you a greater comprehension on how when you change your energy, it will change the rest of your life.
Right, and just to remind you, we sent you quite a few emails, and it says to print this if you can, but don't worry, if you have pen and paper, we got you.
We got you. Okay. Let's rock it.
Let's rock it. We're going to start with the energy score,
Fired
right?
up and ready to go. No, we're going to move first.
And you're going to do the chi ball first?
No.
We're going to move, we're going to score, we're going to chi ball.
Yeah, baby.
All right. All right. See ya.
See ya. See you in a minute. Oh, wait. Why am I bringing this over here? We need it over here. All right.
Oh, they want to know what's the link to join the dojo.
Okay, we'll put it up.
Just say it.
SorryMethod.com/dojo. We're going to put it up.
Okay. Sorry about that.
That's a lot to share with y'all. But thanks for...
Janet says sleep gong is perfect for me, and I would love to do the mystical orbit. Good.
Yay. All right.
Oh, those are classes we'll be doing inside the Life Force Mastery Dojo for the people who join us.
Yes.
We usually do the workshops on Tuesday evenings, Texas time, and then the replays are available within 24 hours, and you have 3 months of access.
All right. So I'm going to set up the back of the room, and please hydrate now, and we will begin our activation. Here we go.
Happy birthday, Diana. Happy 80-year-olds young.
Wow. Amazing. It's amazing. There's the link. Just jot that down. I'm going to take that away in a moment. Okay. Have you hydrated? Good.
Janet, you did join. Great. You'll be getting both of those workshops as an unannounced bonus.
By the way, just want to let you guys know that we have some really wonderful people here on our Satori team. I want to just do a shout out to them, to Nicole, to Rachel, to, of course, beautiful Sabrina, and to Larry for helping with all the moving parts. And then we just kind of do this. What's that, baby?
And Keith and Rita for watching.
And Keith and Rita for being here and taking care of Kingsley. We do most of this in-house, all this techie stuff, like we just do it ourselves, so we can keep things very affordable for everyone. That's why the prices to join the dojo are very, we would call them more scholarship rates. Okay, coolio? Okay, let's go. We are going to start in the back with our feet together. We don't need music for this. And of course, thank you to everybody inside of the community who's here helping all of the new friends. I would start saying names, but we'll be here all day. There are so many amazing humans here. Thank you, guys. Got all the mics on? Yeah, okay.
People are from all over.
What do you mean?
All countries everywhere.
It's an international party.
Yeah, I love it.
That's the beauty of the world today with technology, is we can join in from anywhere. That's why we love having our Life Force School online. It used to only be here in Austin, Texas, and if you didn't live here, we couldn't train with you.
Yeah.
And now we bring the training right to you in your living room, your office, or wherever you are. Bowing in. So we're in our Life Force Dojo. It's a place of transformation. We're in our Wuji position. We're going to activate the body, the temple. So we're going to take some nice deep breaths in through the nose, down into the belly, feeling the information highway of the spine opening up by opening the shoulders, hands, and heart, stretching a little bit, squeezing the legs, the feet, the buttocks, the shoulder blades, and then release. Imagine that your chin, well, more than imagine, draw your chin in a little and feel your neck getting a little longer as the imaginary hook, the sky hook, lifts your spine tall, and then your tailbone drops down. So that's the perfect position to start. Okay, bend our knees, bounce a little. You can do almost all of this sitting as well. Open one foot and then the other. We're going to be shoulder width apart. We're going to check our stance because this will be our check-in position. Knees soft, arms round, space under armpits. Same thing with the spine, tailbone down, chin drawn sky hook, hands on tummy. Take a deep diaphragmatic breath. Pull the breath through your nose. If you know how to activate your third eye with your breath, pull your third eye into your belly. And then breathe out. Make the sound. Listen closely. Pull your belly button in and up. Tone the tummy muscles. Go again. Jumpstart that diaphragm muscle. That's the pump that helps circulate the life force. Breathe out. Pull the belly button in and slightly up. And relax your tummy and bounce and shake. All right, we're going to activate the whole body. So the hands are going to come up the front. Shake, shake, shake. Smile. Smiling into health. And then we're going to go out and bring them all the way down. And then we're going to bring them out and all the way up. Keep bouncing and shaking, opening blockages, freeing up the body, bring them down the front, stimulating the lymphatic system, waking up your fascia. Up the front, one last time, out the sides. We're going to go right into our swinging arm techniques. You've learned a lot of these things already. Fists to the top and then breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's go. Just do what feels right for you. For those of you who've got that breath capacity, let's go more. A few more. Last two. And breathe up and hold up. And breath retention. Hold your breath, hold your breath, hold your breath until you need to let your arms float down. Open your feet with a shimmy. Do your first check-in. Notice how you feel. So an activation is a really good thing to do before building energy, like the energy ball we're going to build in a little bit, but also before doing mindset work, because you want to be in your body and have your mind open. The mind lives in the body as well as in the brain. Good job. We're going to push the hands out and pull energy up. Breathing in and up. We're circulating, parting clouds. Dropping in our legs, opening our knees, pushing the knees out to the side, keeping the spine straight. We're encouraging energy, information, to flow up through the spine. That's a really good thing to do, is to practice the feeling of energy moving up through the body. Because as the energy rises, so do your emotions and your consciousness. Through consistent practice. Now we're feeling the energy as we part the clouds above our head. All the positive energy, we're putting it around us, creating a force field. It keeps us in this vibration where we only attract good into our lives. Now we're going to just float our arms through the water, imaginary water, a little bit of shifting of the weight from leg to leg, creating the feeling of flow. So flow is a non-resistant state of mind and being, where no matter what happens, you take the path of least resistance. As Bruce Lee said, become like water. Flow with life. It's the way of the Tao. Be fluid. So a lot of movements are also symbolic metaphors for how to live life. I'm going to give you a fun new one. This one's called Leaf, blowing in the breeze. And we're creating an infinity. Do you see the figure 8? Now one hand is sitting in front of the lower dantian. It's just floating in space. And we're just flowing. This infinity is in the center of the Satori map. And it represents moving the energy through the two minds and the two bodies. So the physical body and the energy body, and the conscious and the subconscious. The subconscious is like the energy body. It's at a deeper level. And in order to get into the subconscious where patterns and programs live, we have to get into a meditative zone. So we slow our flow. Go ahead and take this hand, an imaginary chi ball, pop it into the other hand, it goes up, and we're flowing. And having a little bit of motion through the hips and the legs, flowing side to side. Flow like water. You're also connecting the energy from the lower dantian to the heart dantian and the upper dantian. So you're sewing your energy together, seamlessly flowing through your body. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to check in and see how we feel. So our standing posture, you may remember the 3 P's. The first is we do things to prime and move the energy of the body. Then we stand and we process. And processing is the art of listening. So you're listening with your body and the mind within your body. What are you listening for? Has something shifted? How do you feel? Emotions, feelings, are how we read our energy flow. If you're in a good mood right now, feeling inspired, feeling open, feeling hopeful, feeling positive, that means your energy's flowing well. When we're sad, mad, angry, all that kind of stuff, that means our energy's getting pinched off. And here's something important. We're going to flow the energy up to our heart, and we're going to do a little bit of what's called skin breathing. We stretch our hands as we breathe in, And then we relax and root down in our body. And almost like you're pumping up, if you had a pump and you're filling up a balloon or you're filling up a tire, you're pumping your body with each breath, the feeling of chi. So envision your body's filling up with the color of golden light inside, and begin to smile. Now, at your heart is where you mature the energy, the chi, and you convert it into this feeling of amplification. So whatever you're feeling, you're amplifying it, you're sending it out. The heart is the great amplifier. The heart has the ability to emit information. People can pick up information from you when you walk in the room just because of your heart magnetism. It's a thing, right? You know, when you meet certain people, you're like, I like the way I feel when I'm around them. I like their energy. They've got good vibes. Well, what do you think happens when you walk into a room or a place or space and you've got good vibes? You're going to attract like-minded vibration, like-hearted vibration. So you're sending out this information from your heart center. We talked about these 3 brains. There's one here in the belly. We're just doing a little bit of activation to help us today with the life force work we're going to be sharing together. So this is the brain of your belly, and it represents a relationship with yourself. This is where energy work gets, in my opinion, very sexy, because you start to change your life by changing your energy. So as you're cultivating and nurturing and nourishing this area with breath, with light, with good positive feelings and clearing negative emotions, you're healing this brain, this relationship with self. This is the true self-care, self-love center. And then we're just going to slowly do this orbit where we're encouraging the energy to rise from the belly up, back up to the heart that we were just opening. And when the heart is open, the energy can rise. When the heart is closed, the energy stays stuck down here. So that's why I had you opening your heart first. And then we're encouraging that energy to rise. And we're going to stay up at the heart zone for a moment. And we're going to just do a little accordion here. So this is the relationship with others. This is our love for others. Start with love for self. And then you are the first other, right? You and you creates your first we. And then we, you, me, Sabrina, your family, all the people here today, we're just connecting with others. This is our relationship with others. And it feels beautiful to receive love and give love from the heart center. Okay, and now we're going to connect this one with the upper dantian. So we're orbiting. You see how we're connecting each one? We're bringing the energy from the heart up into the brain, and that's a real thing as well. The heart can emit information not only to others, but to you, to your conscious mind. And why is that a beautiful thing? Because in your heart, there's wisdom. We use the saying, trust your heart, follow your heart, for a reason in life. Because the heart knows things. There's an inner being, an inner knowing. And we love to be guided, don't we? By the heart. And you actually can learn to think with your heart. And your heart can guide the mind that is in the brain. So when I say the mind in the brain, a lot of people think the mind is only here. But the reality is every thought has a corresponding effect in your body, and so your tissues have a mind. Your body has a subconscious mind. Let's connect the whole thing now, all the way down and then back up. Think about that. If your body has a mind, if you don't clear, heal, and transform the mind within the body, and you only do it top level up here, thinking approaches, you're going to notice that the body, mind, pulls you back into old patterns. So this is why in Satori method, and I think it's so important and so prevalent in the way of training, is you start with the body and then you heal the mind. So you see how we started with the body, whether we were tapping or bouncing or doing those things, and then we drew our attention in and we went into the energy brains. This is a really good indication for you of how you can work with energy. And we'd love to see you learn how to master this. Put the weight in one leg, bring the feet together, and you can master it in the Life Force Mastery Dojo. That's why we're so all about the invitation. So I hope that felt beautiful. We're going to now sit down together, and what we're going to do is we're going to look at our body in the center of this map. So if you see the infinity, when we'll pull it up on the screen in a moment, and if you flipped it this way, Here's the heart center. This is where the light is in the map right here. So you are the map. And this up here, this is the mind, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. So you'll see those indicated with 2 circles, 1 heart, and then you'll see 2 more circles that represent our physical body, muscles, tissues, bones, and then the energy body, which is the energy pathways, energy centers, and the gates. So you'll see 2, 2, and 1, and it represents the whole of you. And then you're going to look and you'll see outside of you all the areas we've identified in life that are important to most people. Our relationships, our finances, our work, our friendships, right? Our community, all the things we do for ourselves, for travel, fun, recreation, our intimate relationships, the places we live, our home, our office. You're going to see all of that. And every single piece of it is an extension of our energy and our thoughts and our actions. So everything that's happening in our outer life, we're going to score it on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being a very high vibration. I feel so uplifted in this area of my life. It's giving me energy. Versus those leaky life force buckets are the places where you're like, I'm fighting with people there. I don't enjoy this situation. This is hurting. This is not fun. That's sucking life force. It's a leaky life force bucket. And if we can identify the ones that are the most leaky, we can learn how to heal and patch them. And you'll see the best way to heal anything is to heal yourself first, because everything ultimately is an extension of us. Life is a reflection of our energy field. Okay, good job. How are you feeling? Have a little water. That was a nice activation, no? Tristan Truscott, yes. I think I know what that's referring to. Okay.
This is why we are so about the invitation. It's our mission.
Thank you.
Tell them to write in the chat.
Yeah, write in the chat. Let us know how you doing.
Yes, the map is reversed.
Today it is. Yeah, that's true. We're going to be putting it up on the screen, so it'll be easy for you to see it. And if you have a download copy already, wonderful. And when you watch the replay of this on our website, there'll be a link again under the video that you can click on. So how are you feeling from that last session? Think about how you activated your body, you got your energy going, then we tapped into flow to create a feeling, the metaphor of flow, be like water, and then we started working with the energy brains. And if you want to make real progress, in my opinion, my experience of healing my own life and attracting all that is good, I had to work with those energy centers and the whole body, because the whole instrument then contains the energy that those centers emanate. And if there are blockages in the pathways of the body, those energy centers are going to be stifled. The energy centers are so important. Relationship with self, relationship with others, and this one, think of it in 2 ways. Relationship with your higher self or source, getting guidance, and also how you use your mind to take the feelings from your heart, the guidance from within, to focus it and shape it with your mind, using that energy center to be a creator.
You want to read some of these?
Okay, we're getting lots of smiles. Austin Powers, yeah, baby, very cool. Okay, tingly, I love it. I feel for what is next. I feel fluid, says Deborah, after this exercise. Thank you. Brilliant. Welcome, Nottingham. Ready to love me. I like the name you gave yourself on YouTube, dear Sabrina and Tristan. Your energy is amazing. So beautiful to see you working together. Thank you. Yes, we love, love, love each other. Sabrina's my access point to the divine. I use her as my excuse to love God. I see her as that. I was looking at something, okay, forever amazed at how much short Satori Qigong session can improve my energy in an instant. Thank you, Bonnie. It doesn't take long to shift your energy. Okay, feeling empowered, says Deborah. And we've got Christine here from Italy. Oh, I love Italy. I haven't been to Italy, but I have been looking at pictures of a place called Bolzano.
Because one of our best friends moved
in
there.
the Dolomites. It's so beautiful.
So we have this. We have the energy score.
We're about to do the energy score.
Okay.
It's going to be super fun.
So you want to, if you printed it out, get it. And if you didn't, get some pen and paper and we'll talk you through how to make that work.
The things we're holding up and that are in the room are flipped backwards due to the way that it's shown on Facebook and YouTube. But on our screen today, when we show you images, they will be flipped the correct way for you. Okay? So the energy score. Why do we have it?
Emily said, I woke up terribly sick yesterday, but I did the Qigong all day gently, and I feel healed today.
Wow, beautiful. Thank you for sharing your transformations. The community that's here, the sharing that you're sharing, people are reading it, and it's inspiring them. I was down for a long time during my healing journey, that I needed to get inspired by being around other people that were positive. And so just know that you're making a big difference when you share your expansion. It's not braggadocious at all. It helps others.
Yeah, someone wrote in and said, I'd like just to know more about the lifestyle of Tristan and Sabrina outside of the classes. And I said, that's sort of like the way what we do is we just kind of open up our lives and say, this is what we're doing. Like in the class this morning, Satori Sculpt, I was like, both of my parents, we all live together, are in bed, probably with the flu. We're doing this. We have a puppy running around, and we just talk about how do we juggle all the things in our lives? How do we take care of our own energy so we have energy to care for others? Because you have to put your own health first, or you will run out.
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so you've probably seen things like a life wheel where you put in the very center your name, and then you look at different areas of your life and you try to figure out how you're doing in those areas. If you haven't done that, that base level alone is really, really helpful. Our model is a little bit more advanced because it incorporates energetics into it, and we shared some of it with you on day number 4. Day number 4, the mapping. So we're going to put it up on the screen, but before we do, and we're going to invite you to write your numbers down. So here's how it works. We're going to ask you to close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths, and then visualize and feel. Some people say they can't visualize. We're going to use words as well to help you feel. And what you're feeling for is an emotion. An emotional scale from 1 to 10. If you've ever done muscle testing, it's kind of like that, where they'll give you a product and they'll have you hold it up to your body to see whether or not that's going to raise the energy of the body or to lower the energy. So these questions that we ask you are for you to listen to your body, your instrument, and go, do I feel like I'm going up emotionally and energetically, or does it make me go down? Okay? And it's okay if it goes down.
Yes. I want to say for someone who has never liked tests, who doesn't like to feel like I have a goal, sometimes these things could be stressful. And this is what I realized. If somebody asks me something, a lot of times they're like, do you want vanilla ice cream? Yeah. Do you like puppies? Yes. What do you think about Tristan? He's great. Right? Like those are immediately like, yes, I love Tristan and puppies and vanilla ice cream. Like, yes. And then they're like, do you like okra? No. Right? Do you like football? No. Right? Do you like to clean house? Mm-mm. Right? So I know my 1s and 2s and my 9s and 10s. And the ones that I just feel like, I don't know. That was tricky for me because I realized that it's an area that I was stuck in. And so I didn't know how I felt. So for me, I always put that like around a 5. It's like, well, it's not bad, but certainly isn't great enough to get excited about. And so just kind of be easy about it. Like you'll know if it's good and you'll know if it sucks. And if you don't, you're probably just don't even have enough energy to think about that part of your life right now. And that's okay too.
Before we had this map and the solution that lives in the center of the map, I didn't know what all the moving parts of my life were. So I didn't even have a method to the madness. There was just a lot
of madness
for a while. When we were younger, before we got married, We were doing good in a couple of the buckets because that's where we were focused. But what you find is that when you over-focus in one area of a bucket, and you're going to see some threads that connect the map, the components of the map, it's like a spoke on a wheel that's too tight and others that are too loose. And so the wheel gets wobbly, and even certain things can break when you're too tight. I was pushing so hard in my physical body that I broke it. It got too tight. There was so much focus on the business at one point. Some of us will raise our hand for that. Like, oh, I'm so focused on growing my business, that it's affecting other areas like family and friends and health, right? So what we're looking for is more of a balance, more of a harmony within and all of life. And so don't underestimate the power of the visual part of this. So even though what we're showing is in a perfect circle, our lives are not there yet, but we can get them there. Okay, here we go.
And as Tristan starts explaining this, because we're running short on time, the reason that we look for balance is because when you feel good, you think good and you make good choices. And that can be cross-platform in all areas. So we bring up all boats rise with the tide, instead of other people might say, just narrow your focus and only think about this. And then when you do that, another area can be lacking, and that area that you're focusing on doesn't have the energy to rise. But we'll get more into that as we go.
So we're looking right now at the mastery map, the mind-body mastery map. You can see body and mind here. This is our spirit center. And these are the areas of life that we're going to score right now first. And they are the ones that are most important to most people.
So if you weren't able to print this out, you could mimic all the circles in there, the 8, the 4, and the 1 in the middle. Or
These are 8.
You can just
These are 4 and 1.
Write on your piece of paper 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can make it more linear, whatever works for your brain.
So right now we're in the outer circle, which we call the Great 8. So there are 8 circles we're going to go through. And we're going to give you a little bit of information so that you can identify how to score each area, because everyone's area of life can be a little different. So here we go.
And we know that the map is too small probably for you to read, so we will tell you what's inside of the circle that we're pointing at.
All right. So let's start with this. Take a nice deep breath and straighten your spine. And begin looking at the first circle, family and parenting. And just ask you to now close your eyes and keep breathing in your belly and visualize your family, and if you have kids, your relationship with the parenting with those children. Some of you have a tight-knit family that you've built with your partner, and some of you may want to focus on the larger family with all of your relatives and siblings. You can decide. Now, as you think and feel about this area of your life, and as you notice how it makes you feel today, as you think about your family, on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being, this area gives me so much energy, it rejuvenates me, I love being with family, and a 1, it's so depleting. I feel so drained. There's something is really off, or certain people suck the life force out of me.
Yeah, either they bring me down, I bring myself down, I lose my cool, I wish it was better.
So where do you land? We're going to give you just one more breath. See the number. It's coming on 3, 2, 1. Write the number down wherever you land. 5, obviously, you're just kind of in the middle.
And be easy about it, because the next time you do this energy score, it'll be different.
And by doing this and knowing where the numbers are, you actually can help fix them. We're moving now to environments. You can open your eyes if you want. This typically is your home or your office, or where you spend a lot of time, where your body spends a lot of time. Now go ahead and close your eyes. And as you think about your environments, does the space lift you up and rejuvenate you and make you feel fresh and alive? Or do these places have something off in their feng shui, their energy flow, that drains you? how do you feel in these spaces or this main space on a scale from 1 to 10? Ready? 1, 2, 3. And give yourself a score.
It's usually your home or office, right?
Yep.
For me, when I drove all the time for work, it was my car.
Yep. We're moving now into an area that we would call romance and intimacy. And we understand that some people are not in a romantic relationship, but perhaps this is an area of your life that you want to invite that. And so the question is, how do you feel in your state of either readiness or your state of connection with your partner? And if you have no interest in being with another person, then how much do you feel in love with yourself? The intimacy, the sense of self. So when you think about being with your partner, do they fulfill you, make you smile, make you feel safe and part of? Or do they pull you down and make you feel angry or sad?
For me, intimacy is I have no secrets. I'm completely open.
A sense of trust.
Complete trust.
Respect. Just give it a score on a scale from 1 to 10. Here we go.
And fun.
Lots of fun. 1, 2, 3. Let the number pop. Your deeper mind is here. The subconscious wisdom is helping you to see where things are at.
And if one of the questions, like if you don't have a partner, you make the question your own. The same thing if you don't have physical family, the people that you surround yourself with that you feel are like family.
That's right. That's why this is individualized and subjective to you. Mm-hmm. We're moving into recreation, an area of playtime, fun, adventure, whether that's traveling or exploring your city or town more, doing more arts and crafts, taking up a sport, learning something new, a hobby. Are you giving yourself time to explore this part of your life? On a scale from 1 to 10, how are we doing in this area of life?
Making sure you set aside time for fun.
Yeah, and adventure. Remember, this is just to help you, not to judge ourselves, but to see, you know what, that's an area that is going great. I'm so grateful. Or
yeah,
that's an area that I am really excited to improve.
A year ago, this was my lowest scoring area. And I put some energy in it, and we went to India for 2 weeks. And then we went to Utah, and we had some adventure. And we didn't even try to create it. We were invited to both of those places.
Because when you do this work and you start to visualize and energize what you would like more of, mm-hmm. and what you would prefer less of, the universe starts to bring these things to you. And this is a manifestation process.
Absolutely. I didn't realize that till the second that we were invited to India. We were invited to Utah.
And they were all invitations because we put it into the unified field of possibility. We're moving now into friendship and community. So you can see the larger community, perhaps your church, your close-knit friendships, maybe just some intimate friendships. It's up to you how you want to define this area. And now, as you feel into what's happening here for you, listen to your body. That's the key. Don't think about it. Feel about it.
Yep.
Is your body giving you a green light? Like, yes, this is such an energizing space for me. Or do you feel a heaviness, a depletion? That's what we mean by a leaky life force. It's a depletion of your energy.
Yeah. A lot of people have told us that the dojo is their community. Like people were writing, I'm closer to my friends in the dojo than real life. So think about that, like the group of people where you feel you belong.
Beautiful. So on a scale from 1 to 10, how connected are you feeling within your friendships and community? 1, 2, 3. And as we go through this, you're going to learn how to bring the light into each one of these areas and transform your entire life. It starts with awareness. Here we go. Contribution and charity. How are you feeling in this area? Now, what might this look like? It could be mentoring others. It could be giving your time, volunteering. It could be tithing. Could be donation. Could be anything where you're giving freely and it makes you feel like, oh, this feels so good to allow myself to give to something that's a cause that's important to me.
For some people, it can be, I'm taking care of my grandchild one day a week. Whatever it is where you feel that you are giving your time.
Energy or money. Okay, from 1 to 10, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Can be giving to anything. Could be to cats, dogs, horses, elephants, wherever you want to contribute.
Children.
Okay, write your number down. Isn't this fun to see where you're at without judgment? We're moving now to what a lot of people would say is their business. You might be a coach or a healer, or perhaps it's a vocation where you're learning right now, you're studying, you're growing this side of your life where a lot of creative energy flows through you.
Yeah, think create. Where do you create?
Yes, something that you're creating, you're building. Yes, it's enjoyable for you. There may be some transaction with finances to it. That's why it's more business oriented, but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah. For some people, they've told us it is their gardening. Like, where is the place that you express creativity if you don't have a business?
Right.
It might be a job.
Yep. On a scale from 1 to 10. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Now let's go into our relationship with finances, your relationship with money, perhaps your investments, and how you feel. We're not scoring how much money we have. We're scoring our relationship with our energy in this area of our life. What is happening in this area? Does it lift you up when you think about money and finances, investments? Do you feel comfortable? Do you feel confident? Do you feel satisfied with what's happening? Or does it make you cringe a bit? Does it cause a tightening, a concern?
Or a blame.
Yes, a judgment, a blame, a feeling of, I just don't have enough. There may be some scarcity drivers there.
Not fair.
Where are you at on that? Because again, it's energy. Energy dictates density, right? So on a scale from 1 to 10, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Now that was 8 circles, and you're going to go ahead and add up your numbers and write them off to the side, and you can call that the grade 8. So now you know what your numbers are in the grade 8. Now a lot of people and a lot of programs,
They're probably between 8 and 80.
Yeah, between 8 and 80. What a lot of programs tell us to do is to go into these areas and try to fix them. And you can implement great strategies and set goals for these areas, and we're not against that. But we think that there's something else that should come first. Because we are made of energy, and what we're emitting, what we're emanating energetically, it's going to affect how those areas of our life are reflected back to us. So when your energy shifts, we're going to pop out for a moment. When your energy shifts in an area, like let's say in our relationship, there was a time when I was in so much physical pain that I couldn't see the beauty of Sabrina the way I can now because of me. But do you think the way that I was showing up in that relationship might have been affecting how she felt towards me at certain times, when I was grumpy, when I was mad, when I was sad, when I was in, being a doink, right? Anybody ever been a doink? It's my word for being a you-know-what. But when I healed and when I changed my energy state, it affected her. We are influencers into the field, right? So that can be with your job, that could be with your friends, anywhere.
Yeah.
You are an influencer. Your energy affects the density of life. The very first manifestation that we focus on in Satori Method, and you'll see that as we dive back in, is the body. So the next area is a very important area, because when the body is seen as a temple and it is healed, and we bring the holy energy, if you will, the love force, the life force back into the body, it becomes like a holy house. It changes. Even if there's aches and pains still, the energy's shifting. And that's all that matters in the beginning, is the energy starting to build a momentum around healing and joy and love and abundance. Because I've met some people where the bodies are kind of clunky and wonky, but they are so beautiful, and they are conscious, and they are in understanding of what's happening, and they're working with it. So this now, as we go back in, is the main thing that shoots out into these other areas. Think of what we're doing now as your energy engine. Okay, and as you build the energy up using this engine, this infinity flow, SATORI, it's a method. When you do that, the energy rises, and all the areas in the grade 8 are like little boats, and all boats are lifted with a rising tide. Okay, so this is the most important area to work on. Here we go. I hope this is fun and making sense for you. It can change everything. Yours for free. Okay, physical body, the great manifestation. Starting here. This is usually how most people get onto a spiritual path as well. Their body is their teacher. So where you are right now with your physical body, take a nice deep breath, close your eyes, and remember we're measuring energy, how it makes us feel when we focus on this area of life. Now it's okay if the score's low. That's okay, because we've got tools here to help with this. How do you feel about your physical body right now? Is it giving you energy, or does it feel like it's depleting? An example is when the body is in a healing phase, or maybe it doesn't even feel like it's healing, it feels stuck. We spend a lot of our time just managing the body. It feels very distracting, the body. It kind of feels like it's a lot of work to be in a body during the day, versus I'm peppy, I'm frisky, I'm jumping around a little bit, I'm walking, I'm flowing, I'm loving the way I feel in my body. I feel alive, I feel great, right? Those two ends of the spectrum. So on a scale from 1 to 10, here we go. 1, 2, 3. What you got? Let it come. Your body doesn't lie. If you listen to it, it will tell you. Okay, now moving into the energy body, an area that is new for many, but for some of you who have been around a while, you're pretty good at measuring your energy now. This is your ability to understand your energy ecosystem, your energy centers, the flow of the energy through the limbs, through the torso, how you feel at this deeper understanding and level of energy at the root energy, the life force. Okay, not measuring how much energy you have during the day, how much energy, life force you are aware of that's flowing through you. On a scale from 1 to 10, what do you think that number is right now? 1, 2, 3. It will grow, especially if you're in a life force school. You're going to learn to master this area, and it's going to affect big time. Everything. We're going to move up into the conscious mind now. So the conscious mind is the mind that is the thinker, the planner, the goal setter.
The one who learns, the one who knows how to focus the mind. For me, I love the conscious mind, because the conscious mind chooses what it focuses on and continues. I think a healthy conscious mind chooses positive feeling thoughts, isn't getting caught up in negative looping. It's focusing on what it does want. It's focusing on learning. It's focusing on being better. It's seeing the good in others. It's sitting on the throne of the thoughts.
So during the day, if you were to have a little chat with yourself and you can hear your mind and what it's thinking, is it a judgy mind? Is it a complaining mind? Is it a worry mind? Like
comparison,
what kind of comparative mind? Or is it an optimistic mind, an open mind, a playful mind, a creative mind, a joyful mind? What kind of mind are you under the influence of, on a scale from 1 to 10? And if you need to do a 0.5, like if you're at a 6, you're like, maybe it's a 7, just give yourself a 6.5 to soften the edges on that. Ready?
And then get a calculator.
Get a calculator later. 1, 2, 3. There's your number for your top level conscious mind. We've got 2 more to go, everybody. Subconscious mind.
You got to really kind of think about the score on this one, because it's the subconscious mind. To me, the subconscious mind are basically things I have thought so often that they have become habits, and then they have become beliefs. And when you catch yourself looping, what are you looping in? Are you looping in what you want to be thinking about? Are you looping in worry, fear, doubt, uncertainty, not enoughness? Like, what is that program running underneath? Sometimes it'll sneak attack you at night when you're not looking. You can see what's really going on in the subconscious mind. Are you afraid of running out of money? Are you afraid that that little freckle on your neck might be something else and you can't stop thinking about it? Like, what's running under there that you haven't been able to have the conscious mind shift enough times that the subconscious changes? Your subconscious mind is going to change so much in the next few months because in the dojo classes we start programming ourselves to see what we want more of. And when you notice what you want to see, you have different eyes in the whole world.
This area, and we're going to do the number in a moment, much like the energy body, are in the part of life that's not as noticeable. We call it sub-awareness layer. Most people are pretty aware of their physical body and they're pretty aware of their top-level mind. It takes some introspection to go down into these deeper layers. And these two right here at the bottom make the biggest difference in life. So this is an important one to feel into and be honest with yourself. What's your score on a scale from 1 to 10? 1, 2, 3.
Like people who think I have trouble being consistent, I usually procrastinate. It's because of a program running in your subconscious mind, and because that program is running in your subconscious mind, you're not able to get your physical body to classes to take care of it.
That's right.
So we do address the subconscious mind a lot because that's usually a big sabotaging
All
component.
of these energy points create your identity, who you're being.
Yeah.
The subconscious is where the deeper story of the identity lives. So unless the story that's in here changes, the identity cannot shift. So in order to be a person who's got a healthy, vibrant body, this, you can see the connection between the two in the energy flow. This must change. And to affect the change, this must awaken, activate.
The energy body.
The energy body. So that's why this is so important. Now, the master center right here, this is where the Satori comes from. A Satori is an inner awakening of clarity, of insight. It's when the brain of your being, we call it, your inner being starts to awaken and teach and guide you. It's connected to the highest potential of yourself. It is where your higher self is connected to your divine self. It is your home base. When you come back to the heart, it's like coming home. And it's a relationship that we can develop, trusting the heart, some would say the soul, the inner being, as I mentioned, or your inner wise self. So we're going to ask you now, how is your relationship with this area, with this spirit center of your life?
I love that you said, what is your relationship? Because you're not putting a judgment on love, on source, on God. It's how do you feel about your connection to it? Are you always aware of it? Do you never feel alone? Do you know that you're part of an ongoing relationship with the divine? Do you know that that energy always has your back, that that energy is hugging you and nurturing you while you sleep and is right there anytime? Do you have that relationship, that kind of insight?
And we're going to give you a very important teaching right now. When we said how important it is to upgrade the subconscious mind, you know that the conscious mind has to feed the subconscious mind the right information. But where is the conscious mind truly becoming conscious? When it's in alignment with your inner being. When you awaken this inner clarity that Sabrina was talking about, it's an upload, not a download, it's an upload into your mind. And then you can, through the right training and mentorship, change the deeper mind. And the deeper mind now is on Team Soul. And this is the ultimate heart set mindset training. But here's the last part. How do you unlock this? Through the body. through the body training. This is the system. Okay, on a scale from 1 to 10, what's your score? 1, 2, 3. There are some huge insights in this particular video that we've done, maybe the best one that we've ever taught, and brings a lot of things together. So add up your numbers, see what you've got. I'm seeing people sharing that they're getting great numbers, that they've done this before and their numbers have gone higher, but I've worked to get there, says Jill. This is beautiful. I always feel such a noticeable difference in how my body feels after the Qigong. That's right, and that's what gets you into your being. So you get those insights. This number, you're going to want, those of you who are going to continue on with us, we're going to help you raise those numbers way up. And what you'll see, it's almost magic, is that the universe starts to collaborate with your energy and brings opportunities and rendezvous and interesting people, or things just are like, whoa, I never saw that before. Well, there it is.
Yeah, quantum physics, whatever you focus on exists. Right? Where we put our attention, what we're noticing becomes alive for us. And I want to address something in the chat. So let's say that you did this score and then you were in our dojo for 6 months and you did it again. It isn't just about the numbers getting higher. Why? Because sometimes somebody might say, I'm happy. I'm happy. But then they experience more levels of happiness and more levels of joy. And they think they feel good. And then they're like, I didn't know I could feel this good. I didn't know it could be this good. I didn't know I could be this happy for no reason at all. So the expectation is higher. So now that you know, if somebody could say, well, my physical body, it's a 9. Because that's the best they've ever felt. But what if they start feeling better and they start feeling more limber and more strong and more energy, and just that their body is happier, the expectation goes up. And then they're like, you know what, I gave myself a 9. Where I feel right now, that's like a 6. So it's very personalized. So as you become more aware of how good you get to feel, you'll have greater expectations on yourself. I know that has happened with me in so many areas, like especially the God connection. Because I was intellectual, I'm connected to God, but now where I just feel never alone, my expectation is so much higher.
What you just went through is a mastery map. It's an energy mastery map. There's no one else who has a map like this. It's been shown to us over many decades, many trials and tribulations, and learning how to turn bummers into blessings. And it was shown because of the Wu Ji, which is a law in the universe. You cannot break this law. You breathe in, you breathe out. You give, you receive. You receive, you give. It's the harmony of life. And that map is based on the harmony of the yin and the yang, which then splits. And that's how it shows the 2 bodies and the 2 minds, and you get 4. And then 4 splits again, and you get 8. And so it's a pattern. It's a universal pattern in that map. So just by looking at the map, and some of you guys will probably want to buy a big map in the future, because it's something that as you look at it, like a Sri Yantra, it starts to change you, and you realize I'm in the center of my life. I'm anchored to this inner knowing. And I'm protecting it with my body and my mind training. And then as I'm doing that and living from my center, when an area gets wonky, I don't leave my center to go and fix it. I pull that in with my energy arts and I heal it and bless it within my energy centers. And we'll teach you how to do this. And then what happens is your energy with that area, that extension of yourself in your life, it becomes healed within you. When it's healed within you and you release it back into the field of your life, it changes. It's a thing. It happens. Life mastery is through energy mastery first. Yes, you can work really, 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 really hard to change the physical world. It just takes a lot longer, it's a lot more effort, and it's not as much fun. In energy, it's known as Wu Wei. It means effortless action through pulling it in, aligning it, healing it, and sending it back out. We have created miracles in our lives because of this map. It's a magic map. We're just so grateful that it was shown to us. We're super grateful just to use it for us, but we got to share it.
Yeah.
So we hope that you see the power of it. It's so much more than a life wheel. It is a mastery map. Okay, so you got a really good taste today.
And we refer back to that in the dojo classes. All right.
Oh,
well,
can
it's
I- can
time for.
I need to put this up just because a couple people probably want to go and get registered before the end of this session. There's your link.
What was I going to say?
Okay.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful comments.
There's your link. Okay?
Yeah, the numbers can be from 1 in every area to 10 in every area. You know, for me, I'm always an overachiever. You know, I'm looking for 8, 9, 10 in all areas. But I focus on the energy engine because when I do, the other numbers, just like law of attraction, miracles, they go up. It's just the basic premise. Okay, we're moving into the next part of the workshop.
Yes, the last third part. Here it
So
is.
we're going to make an energy ball between our hands. I'm going to read something to you that someone said about it previously so you know the value of it. Should I do
Okay.
that right now?
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to make a hot, tingly energy ball between your hands. If you don't feel it this time, you will the more that you work on it. And some of you are just going to be like, oh my gosh, that was huge. So we did this a couple years ago for the first time, and one of our students was here, and she sent us this email and said that we could share it with everybody else. I followed along closely, and I did the hot chi ball, but I put the hot chi ball in my leg, and we're going to show you this, that I've been having problems with for a while. Now, I haven't been able to walk more than an hour or so without pain for at least 3 years. And the next day, after putting the chi ball in my leg, I walked for 2 hours without pain.
Wow.
And while I still have a very little bit of discomfort from time to time, I now walk regularly for 2 hours a day without pain. I could also say that before practicing Satori Qigong, I had a tremendous amount of joint pain and back pain, and less than a year of doing the daily dojo Qigong practice, it's almost all gone. I started 3 years ago when I first met you at the energy event, and I'm in the dojo, and I mainly check out the replays. I just love your teachings. Thank you for helping me heal myself and stay in the light as much as possible.
Wow.
And that is from Carrie in Northern California.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Carrie, because we're here to help inspire other people, right? Okay, so energy. Our bodies are conductors. So, you know, when you walk in across the carpet and you touch a doorknob that's metal and you get a little...
Ding!
Right? We had it happen the other day at that store, Eddie Bauer, and we kept touching the metal
Because
desk.
they had the heater on.
Yeah.
And those plastic jackets.
And so the air had a lot of ions in it that we were conducting through our body, and we were getting a little zap, right? So we've all experienced that. So you know that energy in some capacity you are affecting, right? But what's super cool is when you see how the energy of your body, well, with another person, I'm going to show you in a moment, but how there's energy that can flow through your limbs. So think of inside your body as little pathways, they're called meridians, that the life force and the chi and the electrical signals flow through. Well, this is a cool little stick. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it has...
It's called an energy stick. It's a child's toy.
You can get it on Amazon. It's got little energy wires inside that have polarity points, okay, a positive and a negative on just like a yin and yang, right? So energy flows from positive to negative, negative, it's bidirectional. And inside these little energy meridians light up when there's a flow between them. Right now,
Electricity.
they need to be connected for the energy to flow. It's just like a segment that's been taken out of the whole.
Like a cord on a toaster that's not plugged in.
Yeah, it's got no source energy right now.
It got no
flowing through.
source.
It's got no source. So I'm the source, so I'm sending energy through it. But there's an imbalance right now. There's only yang energy. I'm sending energy, but it needs reception energy. So when I touch it with the other hand, I am the conductor. I am enabling this device to light up. So now there's no blockage. So here's the blockage. There's a blockage. There's a right? Stagnant energy, some kind of block. We're going to clear the
Your
block.
shoulder hurts, you can't sleep. These are all blocks. Digestion issues, bum knee.
Now the energy's flowing again. So that's what we've been trying to show you with the tapping and moving and understanding that you're an energy system, an energy ecosystem. Now the other thing about this is, well, in relationship with a person, I'm holding Sabrina's hand and she's going to hold it now. So can two human bodies? Yes, two human bodies can connect energy, right? I have to create a circuit.
That's cool.
Right. So that's the key. I'm creating a circuit now between myself,
His
whether I'm
own
holding
body.
another person.
Woo! Look what I did to you.
You did. You gave a lot more energy.
I usually do that to him. Woo!
You energized me, baby. So we show this to help your mind get it. Like, oh, wow, I really can conduct energy. Now what we're going to do is we're going to teach you how to use your hands to generate energy flow between them.
See, the stick is only showing the energy that's already there, right? Because it's making the connection.
She's high voltage for sure. So in order to create the connection and feel the energy, there's some mechanisms, like I'm moving my thumbs right now. There's some things that you have to do to create the feeling, right? The feeling of the chi. So that's what I'm going to show you. And then what's the purpose of it? Well, just like Carrie shared in that message, you can use it to put it into an area of your body. Now you're building it in your hands, so you actually have a ball of energy. Body workers are pretty good at this. They can open their hands. The center of their hands is the healing center where they can emit energy. If you ever had a session like a hands-on healing or massage and they put their hands on you and they feel really warm and kind of lovely, well, that's because a good energy worker can send energy through them. They build it in their own body and then they send it. Now the ultimate healer knows that the source energy is coming from the top and from the earth,
Intention.
from two directions, heaven and earth.
You can do it.
It comes through you and then you send it. So when we build this, then what we're going to do is we'll use the mind and the feeling of energy, bigger than just you, but source energy, that's the ultimate. Send it and you become the conduit. So you've got the chi built, but you're also using your mind and higher power to send it.
Yeah.
You can also receive and clear. That's more advanced. You send it. So you're going to send it into your knee, into your tummy, and wherever you feel that you need it. Cool?
Once we
That's
make it.
one thing. That's for the physical body. That's probably as far as we'll go. You can put it on another person
Well, that's
or a
what-
pet.
I was going to say, we told them about the pet, so you have to mention it.
Yeah, and you want to be just playful with it once you make it, and don't overcharge something. And if something seems like it's fidgeting and it doesn't like it, then maybe that's not the right thing. So you've got to be in tune. But you can place energy. My mind is clear and open, and I'm seeing energy like light flowing through my arms, and I'm just breathing, and it's flowing through me.
Yeah.
So you can do that for yourself or for another.
Like years ago, I was working out on a stage and I chasséed and one leg went off, probably like a 4-foot stage. Fortunately, I'm flexible, but this ankle flipped over. And so immediately I was having Tristan and my brother put their hands around it. There was so much energy, they had to stay like 6 inches away from the ankle on each side because I could feel the healing energy. Like they didn't even need to touch it just from a distance. This is a very powerful and fun thing.
And I love that some of you already know how to do this and have been doing it. It's super awesome, Carolyn. And for those of you this is new, it's fun, it's exciting, and there's so much more you can do with the chi. There's the physical body, but then there's using it in the physical world. More on that in the Mystical Orbit Masterclass when you join the dojo.
All rise.
Here we go. Actually, we can do this in a chair. You can do it standing as well. One of the best times to make the chi ball is after you've done tapping, bouncing, and shaking, up. So just clap and rub. Do it 3 times. Okay, and just keep rubbing. So we're warming up the surface of the skin when energy points lie throughout the body, and in the center of the palms is an energy gate, the Lao Gong. So we're bringing awareness to that area. Now we're going to press our palms together, breathe in our belly, and just hold our hands here and just hold them. Put a little pressure, a little bit more pressure. Okay, that's the first part. Then we're going to give you another exercise now. Next is we're going to breathe in and stretch. So as we breathe in, we're going to breathe into the center, the Lao Gong. It's right here in both hands. Right there. That's your healing gate. So when we breathe, I'll do it this way so you can see. I'm stretching the tissues by engaging my extensor muscles in the back of my hands, and I'm stretching the skin, the fascia, because remember, the energy flows through the fascia. And when I breathe in and place my awareness in my hands, I'm training my energy to go where my attention goes, right? So breathe in and stretch, and then relax and release. Now you can do this with your hands down here. It's probably easier. I'm just doing it so you can see. Breathe in. Breathe out. A couple more. Now visualize golden energy pouring from your breath down both arms into your hands and lighting your hands up like you have 2 golden lotuses in your hands. Breathe in and relax. Good. Back to Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi, and press again. All right, excellent. We're on our way to creating our chi ball. A little more pressure. So now what's next is we want to start to establish a feeling of energy between the palms. So we slowly relax the pressure. That relaxes the tissue. That's a little bit of a tension relaxation technique. Helps the energy to flow in the blood. And we slowly open the hands. And you see how there's a little bit of space between them? We're going to glide one up and down. And try to stay slow in your belly breath. And maybe soften your gaze a little bit, because in order to feel chi, we want to slow the brain waves down. It makes you much more receptive. Why? Because there's more awareness when you're in an alpha brain. You can feel into your body more. Try closing your eyes. And now place your mind, your awareness, between your hands. Can you do that? Can you go in there? The best way to do it is to feel the sensation of the space between your hands. And you might start to already feel a little bit of energy. Now open your eyes and watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to move them in a little circle, like that. Slow is your friend. Slow gong. Keep smiling. Not trying to make it happen. I remember the first time I felt the chi between my hands, I was like, no way, because I had been such a skeptic. I didn't think it was real because I'd never felt it. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I was wrong. So try going the other direction. Don't worry if it hasn't come online yet. Give it a moment. You can do it down here if you relax your shoulders better. Okay, just little circles. Try closing your eyes. And now envision that there's not only warm energy there, but imagine golden energy, like a golden ball between your palms. Now open your eyes again. Now watch what we're going to do. We're going to breathe in and open, and breathe out and compress. Breathe in and open. You see that salt rock behind me? Imagine that color between your palms. Now we're going to play a little game. It's the molecule game. We all learned this if we studied chemistry.
that when you have more molecules in a space, you're going to create more density with that, the property of whatever you're working with. You put more molecules in a space, there's more density, more form. A gas would become more dense. So when we breathe in, we're going to imagine that there's lots of little tingly golden molecules, and we're going to breathe more into the space. And then as our hands close, we're going to be pushing those molecules closer together, creating more of a density between the hands. So close your eyes, breathe in, see golden energy. Now press those energy balls together. Now open, breathe, put some more in there. And now push them together slowly and see if you can feel it's getting a little thicker, a little bit more what we would call magnetic repulsion. More magnetic energy between the hands. Breathing in. And now hold them a little wider and start to circle again. Circling slowly. Now feel the energy between the center of the palms talking to each other. The Lao Gong starting to communicate. Just round and round. Now try going the other way. Gently, just breathing naturally. Golden energy ball between your palms. Slide one hand up and one hand down. Try sliding the other way, forwards and backwards. Bring your hands back so they're facing each other. Breathe in, let your arms open a little more. Breathe in. Feel more energy flowing between your hands and your belly or your chest, wherever your hands are. Now push them together, slowly. Keep pushing, pushing, pushing. Breathing naturally. Breathe in again. Slowly see if your hands float apart on their own. And if you're feeling the magnetic energy, see how far it will take you. That's your life force. And some of you will feel that your arms are filled with energy and it's moving up into your chest. And later it gets really full, that your arms will float in the air on their own. Let's compress the chi and open it. Compress it at whatever degree your energy ball is. Some of you are going to have really big chi balls. Okay, that's good for now. Now we're going to take it, open your eyes, and move slow, because otherwise it'll turn off. It's funny how it works like that. Take it and collect it. And slowly start bringing it towards your body. Now you're going to breathe out and breathe in. Let your hands float, kind of like that skin breathing I taught you. Draw the energy in and let it float. Breathe out. So you're only breathing out air, but what you're containing and keeping with you is the energy, the chi. So you're extracting chi from the environment, using your breath to facilitate it, breathing in more golden energy, condensing and compressing it, and now you've got it pretty close to your physical body. You get to decide where you want to store it. When I was healing my back, I used to take this feeling of the chi and I'd go like this and put it in my lower back, or put it in your tummy, or if your heart needs it, wherever you can reach. A lot of people like to put it in their knee, like Carrie. So put it wherever you want and leave your hands there and feel the warmth and the chi going inside those tissues, and maybe close your eyes again and see if you can, with your breath, like a straw, absorb it into that area. And your hands are like that energy stick. They're conduits. And just breathing and feeling that healthy energy, that life force, getting into those areas that have been blocked, where the life force hasn't been flowing as well. So what you're doing is you're becoming like a, what's the word? Surrogate. Your surrogate energy healer for yourself. So your arms are healing that area. Your hands are giving fresh life force to that area. We could have also put that on an animal, a pet. So I've released my hands. I'm just going to place them on my lower belly, unless you already have them there. And then I'm going to close my session. A couple of circles. My hand's going up the right side of my body. It might be the left on the screen. But it's going up the right, across, and down. And I'm just going to open my hands, take a deep breath. Smile into the whole body or into the area. And now I know how to build a chi ball. It will get thicker and stronger and more dense over time. Did anyone feel that, first of all, did you feel energy here? Stage 1. Did some of you feel it wider? Stage 2. And did anyone feel it out here? Stage 3, really big. So did you get a stage 1, a 2 about your waist, or a big one? A big chi ball. Let us know what you felt and how it felt. Yes, says Teresa. Here they come. And we're about to close our session. We're going to have a little commentary here. All 3, says Teresa. Stage 1, says Carla. Deborah felt it at 1 and 2. Georgie says yes, all 3. So that's amazing, right? To feel chi like that. Samantha says, I could feel it all the way through. Des got a stage 2. That's nice. These are the kind of stages we want. My arms floated, says Nottingham. Jill got a 2. Laura got a 2. Ganor got a yes, yes, and yes. Got a lot of stages. That's great. That's awesome. Congratulations. Taniki's got a big chi. Pauline says it helped her. All 3, but I do it regularly, says Melanie. That's okay. You can get, like, your arms go huge. And then there's a lot of things we can do with that chi capacity for healing the energy brains, for connecting them more. We did a tiny bit of that today, working in the field, all of it. My hands are just on fire right now. They're so filled with chi. Hey, buddy boy. Awesome, everyone. Well, Kingsley says, you all are very smart for working with your chi. He loves chi.
Show him how you would do it.
You would do what you do, make your chi ball the way we showed you, and then remember that the healing works through you. So you build the ball of chi, and then with loving intention, always with love, place the chi where you think they will like it or need it.
Oh, put his head down. His eyes are closed. Shall it make you relax?
Maybe it's some chi in your back. You and me, buddy, huh? We have an open eye meditation. That's a lot of trust right there. Miss Bonnie says, I strongly felt a push-pull energy, like the energy wanted to pull back in when they moved away, yet it wanted to push away when I went in. She said it was so trippy, like magnets. For real, right? Okay, friends, so thank you so much for being part of this Energy Detox and Reboot event. Thank you for allowing us to pour into your life and into your body these beautiful arts. We absolutely love them. It's our life. I was sitting back there this morning in meditation, and we haven't even gone super deep in the meditation, but all of these arts, what they do, in addition to giving you energy and helping your body to self-heal and helping you to feel good, is they can connect you to source energy, where you are It's almost like the mind, the busy mind, is just completely gone. And you feel information. This is the last thing I want to share with you. Is energy is information that vibrates and sometimes growls. Energy is information.
There's a car driving by.
So what is he saying? Energy is information. Well, what if this universe is just a field of information? And all possibilities exist. All different types of information are available, just like different stations on television. And that you have the ability to dial in to the best television station that exists with the best programming, all the answers to everything you've ever looked for, the station that makes you laugh the most, feel the most loved.
On demand.
On demand. When you can tap into that information, you have clear guidance in your life. You know what to do, you know when to do it, and quite often you know how, and if not right away, it is shown. The field brings it to you. Your skill, your ability through the energy arts to connect to that highest information is bar none, in our opinion, the greatest skill you can develop. That's why this is called Satori. It's the awakening of your ability to connect.
Yes.
Okay?
Love it.
Love is everything.
Sarah, I love she went and held her little bird between her hands.
There you
And
go.
someone said they're going to try it with their horse tomorrow.
Beautiful.
There's so much love that we love to share. And if you can make it happen, like Tristan said, we would love to have you in the dojo. We would love to have you
I
for
want
a
to keep
year.
hanging out with you.
Yeah.
Get to know you better.
If you already joined and you can upgrade from monthly to annual, save 2 months, get all the bonuses. There's a couple more days and then those doors shut. And we are ready for you. We're actually going to have, if you're watching this in real time, tomorrow morning is a Qigong class.
Tomorrow morning. Come and get in.
And it will cater it. It'll be where new people are there.
This was a sampler week. This is us showing you who we are. Now you know us. You know what we're about. You know you've been invited into our home, our dojo. We'd love to be the energy coaches in your corner. We'd love to support you through the tough stuff. We'd like to nudge you and inspire you and encourage you to stay on track. We want to be that for you. I know how important that is to have that in your life when you're feeling depleted or when you're ready to optimize. We all, I think, should stay coachable, stay open, and find the means and the possibility to attract the best teachers and trainers that we can find because we deserve them. You attracted us for some reason. Here we are. Arms open, invitation, full on, let's go. All right, everybody. Thank you again. It's been an absolute pleasure and delight. We're going to dance it out. I almost put on Christmas music there.
You want to dance it out, King?
You want to dance? You want to dance, buddy
I
boy?
like to dance.
Let's try. Oh, it's kind of
Got any?
sultry. Love you all. Thank you. Come on. Come join us. We'll be in here a lot where we train. This is your dojo. Come laugh with us. Come cry with us. Dance. We're not going anywhere. We've been doing this for a minute.
Yeah, you gain your muscle mass.
25 years of our own physical school, 15 years online now.
Right? We're not going anywhere.
We have dojo members from 1 year old to 94.
Yep. And those of you who've been around us for about a decade,
Thank you.
thank you for hanging. It's been a beautiful journey. We're not into aging, as you guys have heard. We're into saging, becoming wiser every year.
There's your chi ball. Did you use it today?
The body doesn't have to age like other people's. When you have life force feeding your body, it changes the rate of the burn, the jing. This thing is real, y'all. Thousands of years ago, they discovered these arts. They're only now becoming popular. Get on the train.
Oh, and the workshops. Don't forget, we're going to do the microcosmic healing orbit and sleepy gong.
He's so relaxed.
Well, you numbed him with
I put him to
with
sleep.
the chi. She sleep. He did the sleep gong. Wow.
See y'all later. Wait, he needs to be in the shot.
Okay. Don't show his willy.
Oopsie.
Right here.
Hey. Bye, y'all.
You'll see that in your email.